here it is. This is the start, day one. We're getting real now. Going on behind me, obviously a lot of nervous energy, including myself. It's really cold. Yeah, that's something I just didn't expect. I expected it to be a bit warmer than what it has been. But anyway, should make for nice running once it warms up. Sun's just started to come up about the last sort of 10 minutes. So before that, it was really foggy and pretty much just dark. But yeah, got my walkie-talkie, got my kit, all packed up, ready to go. So thanks everyone. It's been fantastic, and yeah, it's damn cold. See ya. Number 2. It's certainly starting to slip and slide. And then you hit these rocky sections that are obviously there'll be plenty more opportunity to show you. You just feel it slide, feel yourself sliding around off the rocks. But that up there, that's checkpoint number 1. Number 1 of many. It's like an oasis. It's almost bizarre that I'm only an hour and 10 minutes in, and already when you see something like that you get excited just because it means there's people. You sort of run in and out of people, you're with people for a little bit and then you're not. These gibber planes are really starting to trip me up. They the legs are fatigued and they're really bouncing you all over the place. You have to catch yourself constantly because you just don't lift your legs like you were at the start. And then these things, these sand hills, they just roll and roll, and you come off them and you hit another gibber plane, and then you're all over the shop on the gibber plane. Then you hit these dunes and you just roll it again. I tell you what though, there's no one in front that I can see, no one behind that I can see, and this is spectacular country. I'll try to keep this going to get to the top up here. There's a lead group, 3 or 4 runners I think, a couple of internationals I think, that are they were out of town, out of sight, sorry, before I was even out of town. And then they all started the punters like me, and you lose sight of these bloody little markers. They all just start to fade into the distance and you get a bit delirious. Oh, but you hit this, look at that. That's to say, great running. It's funny, I left one on a previous dune. Others must be doing the same. Look at that. Sensational. I'm on my own. When you get to these obstacles every now and then, they're called barbed wire fences. I just got stuck. But anyway, I'm through. I just can't stop taking photos and videos. This is seriously hurting, but man, this is the most amazing run I have ever done in my life. Man, obviously the further into the race you are and the bigger these dunes get, so it's a bit cruel actually. You get used to the early ones and then you start hitting things like this, and I'm sure the next couple of days they're going to be bigger. Anyway, homeward stretch past checkpoint number 3, and oh dear, talking too much, don't know where my yellow flag, what are they, pink flags. Anyway, I'll get back on course, work this out, see ya. might be able to hear the bells in the background when you're approaching each checkpoint. They ring these bells, the cowbell, and it's, once again, I don't know, I can't describe it. So welcome to Pickers Running Ramblings, everyone. Don't stop when you're tired, stop when you're done. Certainly had to play that a few times today. Day one of run done and dusted. Serious, hard run, but probably the most amazing run I think I've ever done, and I don't know, probably the most emotional run as well. You just you just had to keep pinching yourself and look around. You got to the top of those sand dunes every time, and it was just unbelievable. You just can't describe what it was like, and obviously a bit of euphoria and realization that finally here doing this event. Had a pretty solid run, which was nice. Just trotted along at a pretty good pace, something I was comfortable at, and I think I came in at 4th, I think, for the day, so which is really good. I was a little bit confused when I stopped, because I had 4:11 on my watch and 4:27 on the clock. So I then later worked out that it meant I did 16 minutes of photos and videos along the way. So that probably helped. But that's what it's all about. Just quite surreal, and I don't know, you just have to be here to experience what this environment is. It's amazing. So anyway, day 2 tomorrow. Struggled with some cramps at about 36k onwards, so hopefully that's just to do with a bit of nutrition over the last 48 hours whilst in Birdsville. So hopefully that'll improve tomorrow, otherwise I'm in a bit of trouble. Anyway, all the best. Thanks everyone. Hope you're all going well. Bye.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
G'day everyone. Welcome to Pickers Running Ramblings. Don't stop when you're tired, stop when you're done. That's certainly going to be the motto for today. With race call was about 4 minutes to start, and I realise I'm walking around with my gaiters in my hand. And if you've ever worn gaiters, there's no way you can get them on when you kit it up with shoes on. So I had to drop the shoes, get them on, get to the start line. Had 90 seconds to go. Thought, yeehaw, we're all good. Got about 500 metres down the track and realised the hat, sunnies and headphones are on the table, and hat and sunnies are mandatory gear. So back we go. Better than getting caught halfway through the day, and in all honesty, probably out here, the hat, especially the hat, and to a lesser extent the sunnies, but obviously a lot more pleasant with them, but yeah, they are needed. Anyway, last night, probably slept maybe 2 hours, maybe 1 to 2 hours, I reckon. Just was not prepared for the cold. It was probably around 0. There was frost in the morning when we hopped up, and probably at about 3 o'clock I couldn't feel my feet. So, and I didn't want to turn the my headlight on in the tent, because obviously there's 2 others in there with me. But had I known they were sitting there thinking the same thing, might have been okay. But anyway, grabbed what I could out of my bag, my whole spare 1 shirt and pair of skins, and tied them around my feet. And then for the next 3 hours, just did feet exercises to try to keep blood flow to them. I will admit it was probably a bit worrying when, by the time sort of 6 o'clock rolled around and I couldn't feel them, I did I did grab my torch and have a look at the colour of them. Anyway, it's now what must be about 8:45. Forgot to start my watch at the start after all of that, so I haven't got much of an idea actually. But anyway, sort of I got feeling back in my feet. My toes are still numb, but they'll come good. Obviously today you can see from the sky around me, magnificent day, which means obviously going to be a bit more taxing to deal with that today compared to yesterday, and I'll obviously be a lot better prepared tonight for trying to get a good night's sleep after shivering through 9 hours in a sleeping bag. Anyway, a few more of these throughout the day. Have a good one. Cheers. Pretty scary that this is the lake. Have a look at it. It's terrible. You can't help but to laugh, because I tell you what, I don't know, I didn't start my watch at the start, but I don't reckon I'd be 20k, maybe late teens or something. And Jesus, it feels like my legs have already done all 60 kilometres, let's say. Anyway, this probably isn't a great section to show, but you got to run with your socks up, because all of these little things, they just keep wicking your shins. So you just got to be careful that it doesn't break it all open, and you start to get a few cuts and abrasions, and then obviously the infection comes. Anyway, that's a bit of an update. See ya. Here's day 2, and I tell you what, the battle today, what a difference a day can make. The battle today, you can probably see behind me that not a cloud in the sky, and it's that sun just bloody saps every bit of energy that you've got. And in reality, it's probably not even that hot, but it just says, hey boy, I'm taking that energy from you. And it's really just pulls it from you. Obviously trying to keep the hydration up today, and sorry, just having a look for a flag. And these big open barren landscapes that we're running on today are cruel in a way, because at least yesterday it was just sand dune after sand dune. You couldn't see past the one in front of you. You knew what was there, but you didn't want to believe it. Whereas today, it's just as far as you can see, and you just know you got to get to that other end. And I've also succumbed to the knowledge of knowing that at some point, I reckon could be today, if not definitely by the end of the week, I'm just going to go belly up, because the legs, they're just going to stop at some point. They just keep buckling under you already. So you just know that's your fate. So I've come to accept it. I just hope it's not on the gibbers, which it appears to be where I am again now. I just hope it's on the sand. So I've just left the last checkpoint. They tell me about 6.5k to go. I don't want to let my head go yet, but this has been a hard run for me. Just this big expansive open plain dirt track stuff like you can see behind me. Other than, I don't know, maybe 10k in the middle, sort of 10 to 20, it's pretty much been this, and that's hard for me. I much rather prefer the other stuff. And on top of that, returning to the start, I knew it'd kill me and come back and bite me at the end, but I had to give it a go. So, I really put an effort in to get back there and get caught up. At the last checkpoint, I only had 2 in front of me. Other than that, obviously that front pack of 4, they're never going to be caught. But obviously I'd like to hold on to that 5th spot, the first of the punters. But between the last checkpoint and this one other guy's caught me. You know, a long week yet. Struggled to not let the days in front of me play on my mind. There's been a few bits through this run today where I've just gone, if this is day 2, my God. But this is why you've signed up for it, I suppose. You know, it really, really is breaking you down. And just, you look around and days like this, where it's just big areas of nothingness, you know, nothing really to distract you. Anyway, 6 to go. Just got to hang on now. Try to keep this, as I said, so what, probably 8th spot today, hopefully. Here we are again, top of Big Red. That means the end is clear. It's been a hard day today for me, and my legs, you know, I'm not going to make everything out to be roses. They are busted, but as long as my head's strong, I know they'll keep going. And once again, just that feeling of knowing that you're close. And now that we're up here again, you get to see what's around. You know, I guess for me, the achievement, as I said, really not sure. I think I might be, you know, as I said, coming in 8th. And personally for me, you know, that's massive. To have done what I did at the start and to have not let my head burst to hold on. But I mean, even if I'm not, you know, I really don't care, but it just puts a little bit of glory into it, I suppose. See you at the end. Started day 3 today, just thought I'd have a little bit of a look around camp, show people what it is. A little bit of a washing up station there. That's where you have a bit of a splashdown after you finish the run each day. This is where they do the photos and briefing each night. So just a projector on the screen. Over this side, obviously in the background there, you can see all the tents. Seems to be 3 per tent. Some years they have had 4 to be quite squashy with 4. Looking around, little campfire in the middle that goes at night and in the morning. The toilets. In the morning, everyone's just around. What is it now? It's 5 to 8, starts at 8:30. Probably about 6 o'clock. People start to get up, things start to happen. Over here we got this little mess tent where everyone gathers for a bit of food. Got the medical tent, it kicks off at about 7 o'clock each morning. Obviously a pretty busy place. And, admin sort of area, collect your radio there. G'day guys.
Hey, have a good day.
Collect your radio in the morning. Got to show your pack so it goes straight in your pack so that you don't collect it and then forget about it and leave it in your tent or something. Obviously start line. And this is kitchen, camp kitchen over here. Charging table.
Here we go. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
Everyone, welcome to Pickers Running Ramblings. Day 3 on this crazy adventure. If I thought yesterday was hard on the legs, today is insane. We're, hang on, just lost my markers again every time I get this out. Come back to you. I found the markers. So, where were we? This is, yeah, day 3. And absolutely just got a shuffle happening. Certainly not a run, that's for sure. And we're just in a valley here between two dunes. They call it June Day. And I think in the first, what are we? We're about 16.5k in. I think about the first 14k, we did about 20 sand dunes. And this ground, hopefully you can sort of see it a bit. It just rocks you. It's just rocking you around, and you've got nothing left in your legs to fight it. So you just sort of end up getting rolling with wherever the angle of it is, and then you find yourself off course. Unfortunately, usually down the bottom, and you got to get yourself back to the line of these markers. Anyway, just got to stay strong, shuffling along today. Hopefully everyone else is as well. Come back again later. Bye. All right, hump day, day 3. Worked out hump day. This will finish off halfway. I think it's also called bus day. Yeah, busted today. And it's not nutrition or anything, just seriously in the legs. They're just really like jelly. I think you can see how many friends you've got today. It really sucks. And it's the only day I haven't carried my fly net, because I was wearing it last night and looked at it this morning and went, haven't needed it. How wrong was I? So that's day 3 run done. Finished, I don't know, maybe 10 minutes ago. Usually when I finished, I've just straight away gone and got some food and drink and stretched and rolled and done stuff, but I just come straight into the tent. 1, to get away from the flies, but 2, I just need to get off these feet for a while. That was an absolute roller coaster of a marathon. Brings up, what, 126.6, I guess, wouldn't it? Or whatever it is, so almost 127k, so a little over halfway, which is a nice feeling. But man, it was up there, and then it was down there, then it was up there. It was just a roller coaster. This is getting hard. The next couple of days, I don't know, just don't think too far ahead, as I said in one of these earlier today. One day at a time. One day.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hey!
See, this is getting super soft as the days go on. G'day everyone, welcome to PickersRunningRamblings. Don't stop when you're tired, stop when you're done. You'll play that a fair bit this week. So, probably approaching about 20k, short of it, on the 30k day 4. And mentally going okay today, but oh my god, the pain in every single step because of these blisters and what's going on with my feet. I guess I'm lucky it's not my feet, it's just my toes. And back when I bought the trail shoes, every shop I went into said you want them at least one size bigger. I've never experienced swollen feet before, but tell you what, it just feels like every part of your foot is just going to explode out of your shoe, and your toes are just sort of curled over, and because they're all bandaged up as well, obviously that takes a bit of room too. So just you just got to hang in. All the downward going up the dunes and up rises isn't too bad, because you know you're not pushing through the front of the shoe, but anything that's got a bit of a down in it, you just feel it right through. And and there's a whole warning they gave us about taking non-steroid anti-inflammatories like Voltaren and paracetamol and stuff. And there's a couple of people that did take them, and they just start pissing blood. It's something to do with the kidney response and that when it's under this type of strain. So obviously you don't want to take that. Just got to grin and bear it, look around, stay strong. Catch ya. Just something about this place that just sucks you into it. You know, there's landscapes all across the world, but I don't know, something about this place, I don't know, yeah, it's really hard to describe.
Let's hear it for Paul. Woohoo! Yeah, well done.
G'day everyone, this is last afternoon I suppose, up at camp here before the big run tomorrow. I've been coming up here most afternoons, one because you actually get reception, Telstra reception, and so I get to send my photos and videos to Marn to share, and the other because it's just a really nice spot. I've found this tree behind me that I've been coming up to each afternoon. Let's move out a bit so you can see it, and I just chill under the shade there of the tree, and up on top of Big Red. I'll just swing around. It's I know I've taken so many of these videos and that to show. And also obviously you can probably see you share them with the flies. But it's just a really peaceful spot, and you just look out over the horizon and what's going on, and you just it's really nice. So it's just been a nice sort of half hour or so I've spent up here this afternoon, just relaxing under the tree after another day, and I guess just you don't really think about tomorrow too much, but you can't help but to think how you're going to get through that 84 k's when you're already busted like this, but you know you will. Anyway, really peaceful up here, and just wanted to share probably what I found as a pretty special spot up here. Bye. This is day 5, last day. Everyone's out of the tent. We've got a few minutes to go till start, maybe 5 if that. Fire going behind me. We're all kitted up today. I've got the buff on because it's absolutely freezing. Start, there you go, 4.5 minute call. Got the high vis vest, the flashing light, the head torch. It's a bit cruel because obviously 84 kilometres today, but your pack's absolutely chockers with all the extra stuff you have to carry, and you just don't know if something's going to happen. You're going to blow out, and how my toe's going to go, and does that mean you're going to be walking right through the night, or you're going to run okay and be finished just when the sun's going down. So anyway, wish us all the best. This is it. It's been an amazing, epic journey. Anyway, last run.
Three, two, one. Good luck, everybody.
Big day. Probably only about 1.5k in. Just trying to settle into a nice, easy rhythm that you feel that you can hold. Front guy's gone out hard again, and a few others that, there's 3 of us. They said it's almost unbelievable that 3 of us, number 5, 6 and 7, are 35 seconds apart after 4 days of running. Now, see those little flashing green lights? They're what you're tracing. They've got us on a little bit of cross country to start with. Just had to watch where your feet and that were landing, and now we're just on this road, which is good. You just still got to keep an eye out for potholes. and just trying to iron out all those early niggles, especially given how cold it is. But 1.5 in, 82.5 to go. G'day everyone, welcome to Pickers Running Ramblings. Don't stop when you're tired, stop when you're done. I'm running along here. I'm actually not entirely sure, but I think this might be the Queensland-South Australia border. I'm not entirely sure, but I think it is. Anyway, I'm probably just running sort of mid-pack today and last day, and it's really funny because you've been so worried about this day, you know, wondering how you're going to deal with it, what you're going to do, and I'm really just savouring it, and I suppose I'm at peace with the pain. You know, it's now just part of it, and once you accept that and come to grips with it, it's actually not that bad. You can just sort of get on with it, and as much as you want this to be done, it's a really strange feeling because you're just expecting to hop up tomorrow and do it all again, and I know I'm going to be glad that I don't have to, but it's it is a strange feeling, and so it's not concerning me at all, just trotting along and really savouring every part of it. I'm about 20k down, so it's quarter way there. So it's what are we, just under 36 in on the last day, so 50 to go, and the ankles and the toes have just about packed it in. The last 36 have just all been about mind control and just being at peace with that pain, and at the end of the day do what you got to do to get through. 50 to go. Anyway, Picker's having a walk. It's going to go for a while, about 50 more of them. Just a bit of an update. I guess now that reality's set in that I'm going to be out here well into the night, I would expect, because I can't see me getting running again. I maybe try to get a little bit of a jog in here and there, or it's not even a shuffle, it's a plonking. But just trying to now, I guess, rationalise my nutrition, what I've got going nutrition wise. I mean, I'm comfortable that I've got enough, but obviously maybe at a checkpoint or something I might do a recount, a restock. So I'm just trying to be a bit careful at the moment, and I suppose the focus at the moment, whilst obviously I making sure I'm taking some stuff in, is I just want to make sure I keep getting my salt tablets in. I knew I would have run out today on salt tablets, but one of the guys in my tent had some extras, so I borrowed a few from him. So I figure, you know, whilst obviously to get through the afternoon and everything, just want to make sure that salt stays good, and worry about the nutrition a bit later tonight. But yeah, just guess that's where the thoughts are at. So a little celebration video again. I've just chalked up 50. So since about 44, I've just tried to, because you've been on this road, see there, you can probably hear the wind, it's just belting into you. So because it's flat, I've been trying to just trot along for 500 and then walk 500. So trying to get keep the walk at around sort of 10-minute 30 type of pace, and the run at about an 8:30 type of thing is what I'm trying to aim for. And the only reason that is just to make sure I stay in front of cut-off. I have absolutely no idea when that is. sort of working so far, and 50 down, 34 to go. Doesn't sound that bad actually. 34 will be nice when it's down into the 20s. Check in soon. So there's something new. I just literally used crawling to get up that last dune. It was so soft, and you just dug your hands in and your knees, your feet, and you just get going. Also been forgetting to show you, yesterday I lost the bud on the earpiece, so I've just had it wedged in my ear all day. It is the last of my bloody drops. Look out this 360. I thought I might just shoot this now in case we lose that that last light. So I'm still in that, you know, sort of close, somewhere around 5 to go, maybe less or whatever, I don't know. But you know, it's been a momentous day. I really don't know how to describe it at the moment. I'm not sure how long things will take when I get back home to put it all into perspective, I suppose, because like I said in one of those other videos, you know, you're one of only 250 people or thereabouts in the world to have had the guts to give this a crack, and you know, it's been tough. It's been an absolutely amazing journey that I will try to explain at some point when I'm home and everything soaks in. You know, not only today, it's that fortitude to just do this day in, day out, and you know, you go to sleep and you can't even sleep on your side because you can't rest your you know, one leg on top of the other because of the pressure it creates on the other leg. And then you wake up and you have a bit of a giggle and you go, nice day for a run, shall we go for a run? Why not just do another marathon in the desert? And you know, especially today, it was, I'd probably say, before that day on Wednesday, I'd probably say it was intolerable pain that I started the day with, or even ran yesterday with. But you just come to peace with the fact that, you know, this race is going to hurt you, and you come to peace with pain, and it allows you just to keep going. I'm sure, you know, as I said, when I get back, things will settle in, and really not too sure, you know, where the running fits, whether you hop up next week and go, I'm actually going to go for a run just because I can, or whether you just want to burn the shoes. Oh, either way, I want to burn these shoes anyway, plus all my clothes. Jesus Christ, I stink. See ya.
We're trying to guess who this is. Is it Paul?
Yes!
Hey, you're right! Well done! Woo!
This is camp on the last morning. It's been really, really nice being able to just casually get up. You can see the moon up there still. Go this way, you got the sun up here. So it's amazing, you get the moon and the sun for quite a while every day. Not really sure where we're on, probably on property, I would suspect. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, it's been really, really nice just being able to casually get up and actually just warm up while the sun comes up rather than have to get up and get in your run gear and get going. Even had a cup of coffee this morning, which was nice to be able to get up, have a cup of coffee.
The clock says 250, which is how many kilometres you'll be when you get there. All right, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! Hey, come on in, guys. Great to see 2 more finishes, a hobbler and a skipper. We've got all sorts here. Crossing the line, get those girls.
So there's me, finished this morning, had probably a 6-pack of beers on the street in Birdsville, and it's crazy. You had to walk across the street to get your bag. I'm trying to get back to the hotel and you can hardly walk. It's I guess probably the first time in a week that you've actually relaxed. So had a few beers, a couple of pies, get the bags, get a key to the room, have about a 4-hour shower. I think I have a few more beers. But it's amazing, you relax and you just can't move. See ya.